are back to our course law series, where the series we discuss about the legal issues. Dear audience, we all know that offer and acceptance in Islam we call as sirah, one of the main pillars of contract. So without it, the contract will be void. But how do we know the offer and acceptance happen? So in this series, we are going to dive more into ITT. Therefore, today, in order to discuss more about this issue, we are going to bring you 3 different speakers. Which is first, Miss Farisah, prosecutor, Miss Huda, lawyer, and Sister Edrina, BLAW students from IUM. Without further ado, the first question is for Miss Lawyer. What is ITT?
Okay, invitation to trade or ITT, we can derive from the word itself, which is an invitation to another party with the seller or buyer to make an offer. The first party will induce another party to make the offer. For example, this is my phone and I said to you, I think I want to sell my phone, and just imagine this is a new latest iPhone and you are interested to buy. So you said to me, I want to buy the phone, and I said I agree. In this scenario, the one who made the offer is you, but not me. So the offerer is you, and the offeree is me. You got it?
I see. Thank you, Lawyer Huda, for the explanation. So now, for Sister Edrina, I just want to ask that what are the conditions of ITT that make it difference between offer and acceptance?
The key difference between an ITT and offer is that an ITT is you cannot accept it as seller or buyer, because it's not an offer but just an ITT. Okay, I want to use the same example that Miss Huda used when she said that she wants to sell her phone, and your answer is yes, I agree, right? Okay, it is not a valid contract because an ITT cannot be accepted. Therefore, the effect of sale of contract is void, which is the transfer of ownership is void.
Yes, I agree with Sister Edrina. Can I present one case that happened around 1961? The case of Fisher versus Bell?
Yes, sure. It's a very famous case.
It started like this.
Mr. Bell is a shopkeeper that owned Bell's music shop. Fisher entered the shop as he saw a fleet knife was displayed in the shop window with a price tag on it. However, the knife was actually brought by the manufacturer for Mr. Bell to sell. Mr. Bell has no idea that there is a law against offering fleet knives for sale. He soon found out only when the police came into his shop and charged him.
Oh, welcome. Are you owner of the shop? Oh, yes. I am police officer. You are accused of selling this knife under the restriction of Offensive Weapon Act 1959.
Oh, I see. But I don't think I am guilty because I did not sell the knife.
But you are still guilty as you did not comply with this act. This is a knife, it is a weapon.
Alright, never mind. I don't care if you want to accuse me. Let's just settle this on court, shall we?
Interesting. So, Sister Edrina, can you tell us what are the issue for the cases?
The issue in this case was whether the display of knife constituted an offer for sale, in which case the defendant was guilty, or an invitation to treat, in which case he was not.
Yes, from this case, we can see that the 2 acts that will be used, which is the first one is the restriction of Offensive Weapon Act 1959, where this selling weapons was prohibited. On the other hand, based on ITT, where displaying good is not an offer.
I am interested to know which party will be held responsible for this case. Is it the seller?
No, the seller is innocent in this case.
But can you elaborate more about this case, because I am sure that audience will be interested to know too. Okay, in the court 1961, the court held that
The court now is in session.
Prosecutor, you may begin.
The defendant has displayed the fleet knife in the window shop with the price tag of it for the purpose of attracting the buyer. This constitutes an offer to sell. The defendant shall be liable under the Section 1, Subsection 1 of the Restriction of Offensive Weapon Act 1959.
I object to this accusation. The defendant was just displaying the knife. Thus, in this case, it was just merely an invitation to trade. So I hope the court will think about this rationally.
Okay, now I have heard from both sides. Although the display of the fleet knife might at first appear as an offer to buy, and it will be nonsense to say that it was not an offering to sell. However, the general law in a country has established that displaying an item must be seen as an invitation to trade, which is for potential buyer to express their interest to buy the item. Therefore, the court held that the defendant is not guilty.
Thus, from this case, it is concluded that the defendant's actions was just an invitation to trade. They determined that the defendant's action were more of an invitation to trade but not as a direct offer for sale, as it was just displaying the goods in the shop window. The one who will start to make the offer is the buyer but not the seller.
Moreover, Section 1, Subsection 1 of the Restriction of Offensive Weapon Act 1959, it prohibits the manufacture, sale, hire, offering for sale or hire, lending of a fleet knife. Notably, there is no explicit prohibition against exposing a fleet knife for sale in that section. If the section had included the phrase exposed for sale, maybe the defendant would have been guilty according to the Act. Ah, I see. So, Sister Edrina, if you were the judge in this case, would you make the same decision as the court held?
Yes, I would agree too. In a positive way, we can see that the police officer are responsible in his job. In addition, the shop seller, in my view, what is the purpose of displaying the fleet knife? As a shopkeeper, he must ensure that his shop is safe for customers and represent the brand of his shop to the customer.
True enough.
Alright, thank you to our guests. We are so grateful to have you here and share with us your insight on ITT. I am sure all the audience are enlightened by our topic tonight. See you in the next episode with more interesting topic. Remember, love? Remember, Farisah. Bye!